Welcome to another episode of the Moneyline Podcast. I am very excited today after a couple of week hiatus. Vince is trying to figure out his mic scenario, but
Lou figured it out.
Yeah,
Lou figured it out in seconds.
we Lou always here to save the day, but we have a very special guest today, my friend Steve Phelan. Did I say that right?
Yeah, Steve Phelan.
All right, perfect. Steve, what I like about this episode is that unlike most of the other guests that we've had on here, you guys don't know really a lot about Steve.
We're about to.
What up, Steve?
Yeah, how you doing?
Tell us about it.
Let's count some shots. We're the porn star Martinis.
We're the porn star Martinis for the porn star.
Steve unfailing. Come on.
Yes.
So Steve, and I had told you this before, but the purpose of the podcast is we are intrigued by how people make money.
Mm-hmm.
There's a series of things that we love to know. We love how we love to know the different styles and ways people make money. We love to know the ways people
Thank you, AJ.
get frustrated by the nuances of their business. We love to know how they wish other people knew things about their business. We love to know things that they wish the nuances, we'd love to know about them. So please educate us. Where are you from? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, born and raised not too far from where we're at now. So I grew up in Lindale, which Lindale Park is.
Lindale.
Yeah, Irvington Cavalcade. So
Okay.
yeah, we lived in the good part. We were surrounded by the bad part. So it was a very interesting growing up there. And, this is I'm 50 years old. So, back in the day in the 80s, it was a much different feel than it is now. So even right now, going back, I went recently to Lindale Park and, the houses are almost $1 million now,
Wow.
Gentrified.
It's just crazy to see that kind of growth. So, and there's actually, I think, a cool, like a bar place that used to be just a trashy bar. I think it was called Friendly's. And now it's like a cool spot. I don't even know the name of it, but it's right on Fulton. But anyway, we're going too far into that stuff there. But yeah, born and raised in Houston and, own several businesses. I have partners in most. So, and it ranges from music distribution, publishing, a couple of staffing firms, which have two different kind of clientele. We do bus and electronics for rail, mass transit for U.S. and Canada. We install and maintain. We don't make the equipment. And then there's also bookkeeping. And then there's also commercial development, which is somewhat newer over the past years, like office warehouse, office condos, things like that. So, and then light trading is more my retirement plan in the future when I don't want to do anything anymore with business. I'll eventually just sit on the beach and trade.
Dabble in it all.
I love it.
So-
We
Renaissance man.
We actually have a friend who does a lot of work in Lindale. He grew up in Lindale, and he's trying to revitalize the area, right?
Dewey
Mr.
Bowie.
Dewey Bowie?
Yeah, Dewey
You know,
Bowie.
he
Yeah.
owns Lindale Healthcare Clinic.
Right at Irvington
Been
and 610.
trying to-
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like Mr. Monopoly. He's been trying to buy up all that.
Trying to get boardwalk.
Yeah, but if someone doesn't sell to him, he's like, I'll buy all around your property until I push you out.
and he has been doing that. So he has a lot of that land over there. So he's been very successful at that, and he's killing it. But
He's right off of Irvington
And 610.
and
Yeah.
610 and Reed Street. So he's between
Yeah.
like right there in the loop. And they're building a new Townsend Imaging Center also
Wow.
right next to it.
I
So.
probably know him. Is that his real name?
that's his
Dewey.
real name.
Dewey.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
then I
real
don't
name.
know him then.
And
Oh.
he's a car guy.
Really?
I think I talked to you about him before.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
so-
embarrassed now that I don't know.
Well,
him.
he's
He's
Four?
54, I think.
I don't know why we're talking people's age on this
Yeah,
show.
I know.
wow.
Well, we should not be putting people on blast.
Let's
So-
not-
I'm just trying to say,
Personal
maybe you
information.
grow up around the same time or what.
Steve didn't have a problem. He threw it out there.
Yeah,
He
you
said,
did.
man, I'm 50.
Proud of it.
Let
huh?
Loud and proud.
Yeah.
Am I the oldest one here?
Ray is.
I don't know why my age.
Ray turns 50.
I didn't even understand why. I agree with Luann. We shouldn't even be discussing.
But we need to apologize to Ray because at the office, I was not here 2 years ago, but completely forgot his 50th birthday. No one even acknowledged it that day. And I remember
think we were
Vince
gone.
came home, no. And I'm like, oh, what'd y'all do for Ray's birthday? And he was like, oh my God. Mind you, they've been friends for like 30 years. And he's like, oh my gosh, we totally forgot. I was like, dang. And he didn't even say anything. Poor
Well,
guy just went home and
I was-
cried.
Horrible.
dare you.
Horrible. I want to kind of delve into a couple of the things that you had said, and you and I had a couple conversations a few weeks back that really you intrigued me, and we'll get into that later on. But let's talk about a couple of the businesses specifically. Music distribution. Mm-hmm. I don't even know what that means.
You know, it's funny.
No. But how do you get into that? What is that like? How do you find the connects? Like, how do you find the talent? Or how do you get access to the talent? Like,
He's 50, so they were probably pressing records back in the day.
Well, not entirely. I did buy into it, but the original owner of it, the company's called So South Music Distribution, and Randy's he was the creator and the owner. He started at Southwest Wholesale, which, if you're in the music business, Southwest Wholesale was really the music business in Houston. Almost everyone went through there to press vinyl, cassettes, CDs, things like that. So he worked there, and once he left, he started his own thing and started taking leftover inventory. They went bankrupt because they weren't ready in business. They weren't ready for the transition to streaming. Right. They were just still doing CDs and making more. And then if you don't understand the music game back then, they have that's called a reserve. So if you print up 10,000 CDs, you charge the artist a reserve. Basically, you hold back 1,000 or 2,000. You never pay them for that. So it gets really messy holding inventory and then not paying the artist. And the artist is like, where's my money? I know these things sold. And it just gets really messy legally. So they fell behind, and streaming just made things so much easier for music as it went forward. I know a lot of people fought it, but the only people really fighting were the music industry people, because they were able to hold large amounts of money in reserve quotations, never having to pay it out. Now when streaming comes about, well, the numbers are there. So you see everything. It says, okay, I got 1 million streams. I know this equals this much. So no more holding reserves. Okay. You know, think about it, guys. If you're holding 100 million, 50 million, you're just making interest off of it, never having to pay it out.
Yeah.
And nobody can see it.
And nobody can see it. Nobody knows. And they use words like discounts. Oh, we send a product out on discount. You don't even know who they're sending discounts to, if it's true. It's just, but see, that's the music game, and it's very shady.
It's been I saw a video about that. It's been corrupt for years, and just the artists never really knew exactly how bad it was.
And the most confusing part of the music industry is publishing, and I believe it's designed that way because people just don't understand it, and it doesn't look like anybody wants to teach anyone. Yes. So the artists are like, yeah, I get my publishing. But what you don't understand, there's 2 buckets of money. So when something streams or plays at the Texans game or whatever, there's a royalty paid to the owners of the copyright and to the writers and all that stuff that made the tracks. And that's a pool of money. And let's just say it's $1. Keep it easy math. But that dollar gets split into 2 pots. So 1/2 goes to the publishers and the 1/2 goes to the writers. What they don't understand is a lot of artists say, I have a writer's account, and they may see their part of that 50%. But they don't understand there's a whole equal amount on the other side. And that's where the record labels and the other people involved are happy to take that whole pot of money. Because you just don't know.
Yeah, it's split up in so many ways.
It's crazy.
The interesting thing is I'm wondering how these new young, how does that affect it with the new young people in the way that they design their own music in their own backyard, and it hits YouTube. Let's say you just created a YouTube song and you just did this all on your own.
Can you distribute on your own?
Could you?
Yeah, you can distribute on your own. There's a lot of places that you go online like DistroKid and TuneCore, and you can put things through there. And if you understand and actually read, now you got to remember, guys, you're in business. There's owners, operators, and artists, and they all can make lots of money, each one individually if you're good at any of these things. But an artist will typically stick to their focus on the art and the creation. They don't understand the operation. They may not understand the business ownership part. So with that said, they'll forego a lot of the fine print, which lawyers love fine print. And in those cases, they forget to click a button that says, yes, collect for me here, or I understand how the money's going to get split and when I'm going to get it. So a lot of times that money just sits somewhere. Someone holds it. So the newer age guys, the newer artists, if they're willing to go a little further and understand or get help from someone, a manager or someone in the industry, they're better off than the guys 20, 30 years ago that just had some manager and some guy that says, hey, here's $1 million. I'm going to sign you for a 3-album deal. And you could have no clue what's going on publishing-wise. They own your masters. You have no idea you gave up everything. Every time you do a new album, it's work for hire. And all of a sudden, there's 50 albums out there, and you're super famous, but you don't get $1 from it. And that's what you see a lot from past. You still see it today, but the younger guys are a little more tech savvy, and they can read things. But in the artist, the persona of an artist and how they operate their whole thing, they still kind of just stick to the art. So, and they're just bad at, just the frustrating part. Yeah. They're just bad at paperwork.
Yeah.
So you'll hear artists go into a studio and collab with this guy and that guy, and they'll pay each other, hey, get on my feature. They'll pay you cash. No paperwork, no splits. Who makes what? Who's getting what?
After the fact, yeah.
And then the record labels have to come in later. It's like, oh my God, this song is a hit. It's making millions.
Yeah.
Now we got to go back and clean it all up. Who did this? Who did that track? So you'll get stuff like, you look at, I'm not saying this, I'll just use an example as just how many people. Like Travis Scott, you look at his publishing. God, there's so many names on there. It's just ridiculous. But, I mean, the people involved, they're all getting their little cuts, and that's great. But did they really own it originally? I don't know. Did they really have something to do with it, or are they just placed on there? I mean, you can get paid just for arranging a song, publishing-wise. So, like, even if you were the engineer and you said, well, I moved
You just set up the booth.
Just set up the booth and change something on the track, then all of a sudden you're due something.
Royalties,
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's so much to it.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Well, I think that there's, I mean, because I've watched these videos and these guys go and they arrange. There are people that arrange the Michael Jackson Thriller album that you don't even think that they're real or even know who they are. But these guys are the ones who
Sound engineers.
sound engineers that
Yeah.
put everything together. But you wouldn't know who they are. They're not Quincy Jones.
Well, it's like every art, right? Like movies, you see a
Yeah.
whole line of credits. Like you have no idea. We have a friend that is like a second cameraman.
It's called second. Yeah, first and seconds and whatnot. And
he gets recognition for,
he was
zooming
shooting
in
the
for,
White Lotus or whatever
first
in
season of
Hawaii,
White
and he's
Lotus.
just like, so but his contract work, and so now there's a lot of, competition.
Yeah, but
and
every
whatnot.
little thing, there's a layer to it
Yeah.
all. Like a cameraman,
I always
studio
wondered.
engineer.
I always wonder when I read the casting. Like, I want to be a key grip. I don't know what the
Yeah.
key grip is.
No, that's just like a boom.
The holding the microphone.
Is that
boom,
the
or
That's the
whatever.
hardware guy,
I'll tell
right?
you what, you don't want to be a movie producer.
That's true, David.
Dave,
Or,
Hey,
Just sign up for a better movie. next
or you
time.
said
hey, that
fluffer?
movie was on
Who
the other
a-
day.
We tried to watch it. We
saw
only
it.
got through 5 minutes.
Yeah, someone said fluffer earlier. Who?
Vince will do that
In a
all the
past
time.
life,
hey, somebody's got to do the heavy lifting.
I fluffed myself actually.
Damn.
They paid you for that? Did they pay
Oh, I didn't
you
get paid.
You just did it for free.
It was a one-man movie.
for that? God.
It's so funny though how different like that industry is from ours. Like everything has to be transparent, like itemized. We have to make it 100% clear because we have to, or otherwise we are on the hook. It's a malpractice claim or a grievance waiting to happen. And it's funny because I have people left and right just waiting to file something. Like
Really?
it is.
There's
people-
minimal gray area.
Yeah, there's very little gray area.
Do you get
And-
sued?
We have not. We've been part of some like
Oh, what, Ray?
exploratory. They wanted information, data.
Come
Yeah.
on now.
Oh, just
Yeah.
for information.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like that. Yeah, there was some stuff going on with one of those.
He's gonna get an email in like an hour.
Sorry.
Something you've been
Yeah.
sued.
Cut that part out there.
Yeah, I think in the music world, from what I've seen so far, and I'm not at the highest levels, but I've just seen a lot of stuff gets worked out before court.
Okay.
So you may hear
That's
about some
every-
bigger
yeah.
stuff, but a lot
Yeah,
of stuff
yeah.
gets worked out before court, and they just because you get if you're talking something that makes tens of millions, there's usually enough money there to be shared to some degree. So
Yeah.
the big label over here with the big label says, "Hey, let's figure it out," because they probably
It's
have stuff
nominal,
going back and
yeah.
forth with other things, and they'll take concessions or something. Who knows? I don't
There's
know what
always
happens.
deals.
I'll tell you what, and I don't. It's interesting just attesting to that in a different aspect is the Astroworld Festival. Being a part of that and seeing the amount of money that is being talked about as far as settlements for people, who were not injured, who were
Didn't even have to show proof of
who
purchase.
just
Wow.
were present is mind-boggling.
Was that much
and-
money?
It is, and
mean,
for
how many people died?
for privacy reasons, I cannot talk about it. But it's and to I know firsthand about some of the people who did pass and what they received, and it's insane to to know there were, how many people were there? 25,000.
Had to be at least.
At least 25,000, and had that many actually filed a claim, it's astronomical what they would recover, but well into the billions. So it's funny that you say that, because I mean, the music industry, I always ask people, what would you rather be, where would you rather make more money, or where would you make more money, as an artist, music artist, or a movie star?
I feel
Well,
like artists have an opportunity through like their shows and concerts to possibly make more money. One movie,
yeah, the biggest artist or the biggest movie star, who makes more money? I don't know the answer to that.
Who's the biggest artist? Beyonce?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift right
Who's
now.
the biggest movie star? Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise.
No, what's the?
I would say music, 100%.
I would
It's just
think.
I would say
residual. It's
music.
just constant
You don't
residual.
think that Robert Downey Jr.
Unless
is
you're a
killing it
movie
right
star
now?
that gets part of the movie cuts, like
Yeah.
you've renegotiated that, then okay, I can see
Oh,
it.
yes, Tom Cruise. So the reason he keeps doing these Mission Impossible movies
Because
is
they're so good.
what they are. Good.
First of all,
and I-
because they're amazing.
Trust me,
The best.
I
And
know.
we were watching Top Gun
I
the other
know.
night, bro.
You can't not watch Top
Hey,
Gun Maverick if
don't
it's on.
let's not don't let my
It's so good.
don't let my wife
But like,
hear.
listen, I
don't
don't
let my
like
wife
any
hear any of
franchises.
this.
I don't like any franchises. But Mission Impossible is like I will die on
No
a sword
shit.
for Mission
No
Impossible.
shit.
Wow.
No shit.
I love that
I love
franchise
every part
so
about
much.
it. I go to sleep to it. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
so
it.
good.
I love it.
Ethan Hunt
But I
would
think that so the
crush it
reason
every
he's
time.
killing it right now, and the reason he keeps making them, is because he bought into the publishing or producing
Distribution.
distribution part of it. So he keeps making. He keeps doubling his money.
So you say unless there's back end money on it,
Yeah, the musicians are forever.
Yeah.
Look, there's a part of the industry too. You could buy catalog. This is an investment thing that people do, companies do. I own catalog that you guys would be like, oh my God, you own that? I own it. And once I got my 3-year multiple or 5-year multiple, whatever I paid for it, it's all gravy. It just continuously comes in every month. The same amount, may fluctuate 5-10%, but it comes in. I don't do anything for it. No advertising.
see, that's
No,
what
nothing.
I'm talking about. Like, how do you even know where to? Is there a website? Buy catalogs. Like, I don't understand like that.
Not
Yeah, David, there's a
necessarily.
website.
And then
I'm
once
just
you-
saying, like,
I'm
that's
sure.
a legitimate
But then once you
question.
have it, then they have to go to you to request.
distribute it, right?
Yeah,
Like
for all
to use
licensing,
it,
all licensing for
use it in a
movies,
commercial
TVs,
or
You
yeah.
didn't have
something
to
like
pay
that,
for
then-
it, right?
Yeah. Huh?
Do they don't own it after that? Do they get like a limited time? Or
Yeah,
then
just a
certain things
licensing
they can
for
do?
something. Like if you want it for a movie, they license it for that
For
movie.
that specific.
for that specific thing. So
Yeah,
they don't own
so
it for
you-
in perpetuity. Like that.
We do that for many artists, so we analyze, like they give you like a treatment, how we're going to use your song. And it pays differently based on how they use it. If it's part of the theme song, it pays a lot more. If it's only used for one scene, it's different. If it's used to carry the movie, like Kill Bill and the whistling,
Oh,
that carried that movie. That would get paid a lot more for whoever
I'll
created
make
it.
a whistle
there's-
catalog.
no shit.
There you go.
Whistle
Yeah,
song.
whistle.
Whistle while you work. Or
Yeah,
twerk. Or twerk.
twerk. Whistle. I just blew twerk. Blow the whistle. Can you whistle?
Yeah, I guess it's funny. David could never whistle as a kid.
What?
I still can't whistle. No, I know
I
it's
can't do the
embarrassing.
like grown-up whistle.
I know it's
like,
embarrassing.
and-
Nah.
Grown-up whistle.
I hate that I can't do it either. That
with your tongue.
Fucking
Can you do a loud one?
lame-ass.
Can you?
I can
No.
semi-loud, not loud. Like those guys that's almost pierce your ears. I don't know how they do
Yeah,
that.
no.
I-
Mine's like gotten dissipated
It's
as it's
physiology.
gotten older.
I know a girl.
You
Who,
guys don't have.
and I felt so emasculated. You know what? I don't think.
Why does whistling emasculate you?
It
Because
is a
she could
masculine
make that. She
thing.
could do the whole thing where and make a loud noise, and I was like, and at best I'm doing this.
He also felt emasculated when Laura walked up next
Are
to
you
him.
fucking right? She's like 7 foot tall. Fucking right. I don't even take pictures next to Laura. Whenever we do pictures, you go stand over there. I'm gonna be on the side over here. David doesn't care. David just, hey baby.
I don't care. I don't care.
David's like this.
Yeah. I love it. So, I do want to talk about one of the other businesses you have because that's just intriguing. But 2 other things actually. The bus thing. Tell me about that. How did you get into that?
Oh, that's one of those you fell into. Well, there's no real luck in business, but definitely had the opportunity. So what happened was I was in telecom. This is back in 2001, and 9/11 happened. Then the telecom internet bubble. Everybody was building these internet networks.
Yeah.
They overbuilt the networks and basically just crashed the market. So I worked for a company that only had one customer, and they went under because it was Southwestern Bell, which AT&T now, it was Southwestern Bell. So that was their only customer, and that customer decided they were going to change how they handled vendors. So it used to be get work wherever you can in our network, in our places, our central office is what it's called, to now you're only going to be in this section. And now you only maybe have 5 or 6 offices. So that ruined us. Or ruined him. Learned a lot with seeing a company go under. So he lost his wife, his dog, his house.
Oh.
He lost it all. But
Because he lost the business?
yeah, he lost the business, and I guess all those
Everything
things go
went
with it.
Yeah.
So
Keep working, Benny.
yeah,
Whatever you do, just keep working.
don't stop working.
Keep working, Benny.
But so when he went under, I took a last few of our clients I had built relationships with, started ESP, which was originally 3 different owners, our last initials, and the other ones are gone. It's only me left with the P. But yeah, it just kind of started there. And what happened was we finished up some telecom work, and I was out of work, and my buddy that worked for me at the time, which now works for my best customer, his name's Manuel, and he said to me, man, I got a job temp working at Houston Metro through a temp service. They're paying $16 an hour, which back then that's a lot. And you work 30 hours, they'll pay you for 40. I said, sign me up, man. I need the money. So what happened is I got there, and I just noticed, like, they were hiring a lot of temps, and the guys were falling down on the job, trying to get workers' comp, stealing tools, not showing up. And I'm coming from a structure of business where we were like we were almost not say suit and tie in the office, but we were like, even our technicians were very proper. We had these massive books we had to follow rules to. Like, you had to bring wires in at a certain turn per inch. That's how perfect they wanted things. And we're going to this bus world where there's just, the buses smell like
People all
piss
over the
and
floor.
dirt and
Shit all over. And
I'm like, okay, I guess we could just throw things in. But
Too extreme.
yeah, and then so I told this guy, was an old guy, his name's Charlie, and trust me, I took care of him, bought him Rolexes and everything else because I just want to thank him that he got us into the business. I was like, how are you even doing business like this? This makes no sense. This is a company that is so big, global, and y'all, your business model is just to show up with one guy that knows what you're doing and hire a bunch of temps, which a project could be a $50 million project, and y'all going to falter at the last 10% of the installation? He's like, yeah, I used to have these guys, and they'd follow me around. So basically talked them into it. Say, hey, I got plenty of guys, much better than this. And that's just how it
That will
snowballed.
stick around and
Yeah, we just snowballed into it. And then soon enough, he's like, man, I want you guys to stay around. As a company, I can't keep you that busy. So we have an enemy, a counterpart that we don't like. But I have a person over there that's my position. I love the guy. I'm going to tell him about you guys. And he hired us, even though he wasn't really supposed to. And as that built, we stayed busy enough to keep residual, keep projects in. So that's how that kind of got going on that side.
wow.
So luck, a little bit of speaking up, so yeah, and then
Seeing
taking
an
the gamble.
opportunity.
It's all opportunity to be able to recognize it when it's in your face.
So that's with Metro? Did I do that? Or
Well,
was that-
Metro's that's the end customer. So all the customers you work for make the equipment, the electronics, and they bid out the projects as a prime.
Gotcha.
And so usually that end customer is a Metro of whatever city.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah,
Okay. Metro, Via, any of those.
exactly.
Vegas,
Exactly.
San Antonio.
All of them. Yeah.
Dart.
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 There's a
Dart.
multiple.
Dallas.
First Transit's the manufacturer normally, so we know that.
Well,
You
First
had to-
Transit is a bus
Contract.
garage operator.
Yep. New Flyer. right,
New
you know
Flyers
that.
makes the buses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sucked it.
Yeah. Hey, we were part of a lawsuit. We had worked on a bus in Los Angeles, and the driver got killed because they hit I guess like a tow truck, a big 18-wheeler tow truck, and the person flew through the windshield and died. But what they noticed was that there was a piece of yellow on the seatbelt. So whoever it was, lawyers, whoever, concluded the handrail that we worked on 2 years prior must have popped off, hit the seatbelt fast enough to allow the person to get ejected and die.
Oh, so he had a seatbelt on,
He had it on.
and the seatbelt failed.
Maybe, or did the handrail hit it? Like, doop. We don't know. My point being is we got pulled in because anyone that had touched that bus in previous years, which we were one of them, and we touched the handrail, we were all pulled in. Even the manufacturer of the bus was pulled in for a lawsuit.
What year was that?
This will be about 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
So, and I guess the accident
Not
happened
you
2
did.
years prior.
You didn't do that.
We were the reason that a national regulation was made in buses. We sued New Flyer, Metro, First Transit, because in Houston, a low impact incident happened where a woman was with her daughter
And son.
and inside the bus, and they were in the first seat next to the handicap seat, and there was no stanchion, no guardrail, no nothing, no seat belts, and the bus stopped, got into a small accident at, I think it was 15 miles an hour. Woman flew forward, hit the crown of her head on the cash box at the time.
Oh yeah, fare box. Yeah.
Yeah, and became a quadriplegic. Yeah, and it's all on video.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So that happened in 2012?
8, 9.
8, 9?
Yeah.
Oh, 8, 9,
No.
yeah.
9. Yep.
No.
Yes. 9, actually.
Oh, yeah, you're right, because it was 9, because it got settled in 12. So, but yeah. We litigated that for a long time, and New Flyer told us we were the reason that from then on, they basically changed the entire bus industry
I think
changed
they
their
installed
regulations.
like some type of,
yeah.
not partition, but like a safety
Yeah.
panel
Barrier
or something
Yeah.
like that.
Hmm.
Safety.
Under that first.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So they
So,
can hit that.
We're proud of that.
Well, it's got
yeah.
cushion. Yeah,
Yeah.
cushion.
Yeah, everything in that bus is so hard. It's just
Yeah.
hard surface everywhere. But
Yeah.
we got pulled in. But then, thanks God for. Can you hear this going off? No.
No.
Our lawyers, you thank God for insurance, right? So the insurance agent or lawyers that called us, they're like, "Oh, this is ridiculous," and within a couple months we were excluded or
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, and got out of it.
So yeah, which was good for us and the good thing for insurance because I think that bill for the lawyers was like $80,000 just for them to handle getting us
that
out.
little bit.
Oh yeah, and that is shockingly cheap for a defense
I had a
bill
Groupon.
like that.
I had a
Yeah.
Groupon.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
An attorney group.
And I think one of the things that I wanted to kind of talk to you about again to kind of touch on that they don't know about that you and I had talked about that I'd love the fact that we're going to talk about now is scaling. And you and I had a long conversation at a bar because I had told you that I was struggling with it. And you had given me some very, very good food for thought, and I wanted you to share that with them because I had told you my struggles with it and the struggle with trust and power and all of that, and I was just hoping you can kind of share some of that with us.
Well, yeah, so my experience so far is, of course, scaling to the levels I currently at. So you want to go up to, say, a $20 million something dollar company, services company. My expertise would be in that.
Yeah.
And with that said, I've gone from 0 to those levels. And there's definitely a lot that goes with scaling. And a part of it is just the general knowledge of, more success, less control. And with that, it's hard for a lot of owners just to let go. I mean, but it has to happen if you want to scale. So you have to decide whether you can let that happen and you can hire so that you can have more bodies, so you can make more revenue. And if you're okay with that, if you're not, then just don't scale. Just be comfortable. You got to decide what is true success for you and how big is too big. So, yeah, do you want a law firm that has offices all over the world and blah, blah? Man, you talk about letting things go. You're going to have managers upon managers and partners that have no idea what's going on. I don't know law firms business like you guys do, but yeah, you got to just let go. I mean, that's the biggest thing. So if you get past that, then you can scale. Now, there's other things to that, of course. There's resources and how you can keep residuals and money and sales and blah, blah, blah. You got all that. That's the basics of business. But it really has that. And then you got key individuals. Key individuals is the real way to scale. But you have to have enough revenue in your business to allow for redundancy in those positions. So, yes, you have an office manager, but you got to be able to afford a kind of a nearby office manager, almost a backup, because that office manager can hold you hostage and you can't fire them because now they have so much going on and they know all the passwords and you're like, I can't fire them, but they're the worst employee ever. I tell all the time, fire fast.
Luke.
I'm the worst employee ever.
No,
Yeah.
maybe not that part.
Yeah. Fire fast, but you can only fire fast if you have redundancy or
If you
you
have a
have the
backup.
ability
Right.
to back up that person.
Yeah.
But if you stop being the owner, remember, owner mentality, we'll get into that in a second, but as the owner, if you can't back into being the operations person, then you're kind of screwed. So that's where the backup comes in. But also, when you stop being the owner, you don't think big level, you don't think movement forward and vision. That means you stop making decisions that cost millions. Like this decision can make us another million. Now you're stuck in operations only trying to make an extra 10,000 or 5,000 or save 10,000. So as an owner, your decisions are bigger. They cost more, they make more. So if you stop being an owner, then you stop growing. So owner, operator, two different people. Artist, two different, but another third person. But a successful artist, we were talking about this earlier, a football player, those are artists. They can make hundreds of millions. Obviously, LeBron and everyone else, and Michael Jordan, they could all make tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars just being an artist and then hiring the support that they need because they're not business people. They're not operators and they're not owners. So you can have a mix of it, but you're usually kind of fall into one. And you can jump into different hats if you have that ability. Yeah. So,
and if that's what
that's what you want to do.
Yeah. You want to be on a beach somewhere checking your email once a week, or do you want to?
Yeah.
So, I don't think
be boots on the ground.
Definitely.
And I talk to a lot of kids, and I just kind of mentor. Be like maybe talks like this, or visit a high school. And what I started doing was, what is success to you? Because early on, for me growing up, it was I got to be a billionaire.
Yeah, money was success.
Billion, I don't know. And is that obtainable or not? Based on my resources, based on my family history, where I grew up, what I know, with the schools I can go to, what is really possible? So what I really say is, what is success to you? And like for me, if I look back, it's like, you know what? Just being better than my dad would be successful. And he might even agree. Your dad is the only person in this world that wants you to be better than him.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no other man on this planet, period. So to me, it's like if I could do better than my dad, I'm successful. But I did want to go further, of course, and that's what I tried to do. So, but there is a level of success. You just have to decide what that is. And you can go backwards, like from your deathbed, what does that really mean? Is it
Looking back on life.
Yeah, is it 3 vacations a year? Is it homes in different places? Is it possessions? Is it, what is it? Going to the Academy Awards every year? Add all those dollars up because they have a figure and then say, how much is that? Is it 60 million?
Yeah.
And now I have 30 years of my life left. Can I afford that? Break it down. Yeah. So it's just kind of re-engineering your life, kind of backwards engineering. And once you decide what that success is, that's what you go for.
I think this is a perfect time to take a porn star martini
Oh,
break.
Yes.
Okay, we have to.
Oh my gosh, Mel.
Man.
Come on, Melania.
Pass the wrap.
Thank you, Melania.
Success is a perfect porn star martini
Perfect.
delivered to you.
A perfect porn star.
Go ahead, Ray. I'm gonna give this to Lou. Miss Luann.
All right.
Should we wait for the prosecco?
Oh,
Like a shot.
like a fluffer. The
The double penetration.
the prosecco is the fluffer.
Two fingers.
Oh,
Oh.
So,
it's like that.
Oh my gosh.
So
Can
the
I leave
one of the
now?
steaks-
It is pink.
This conversation
Oh
got
my
way.
God.
It is
I
pink.
am loving this conversation.
So let me ask you guys, and I don't know if anybody want to own up to what you think success is. What is success to you guys? How do y'all look at it?
I'll let y'all start.
Success is time. I think if I have the time to be doing what's important to me that day, that week, that month, that year, because I'm not worrying about maybe the finances, I think they go hand in hand. That, I've worked enough to have enough financial freedom to have the time. I think I'm not saying young mother as I am young, but my children are young. These are important. Their whole lives are important, and I know that I'm going to have a lifetime of memories to make with them, but, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. And
True.
so making the most of each day and not, letting things
So
kind of...
work not your priority, obviously.
Work is my...
Well, no, I'm saying your success is not work.
Correct.
Isn't everything.
Correct. Yes.
Got you.
And I think that has been an ever-changing thing. My children are young, so before they came, I was willing to put in the time, and I still am, in the hopes of, one day that not being the priority.
Scaling.
Yeah,
back.
scaling.
Yeah.
And I think that's been the hardest part for Vince, David, and I, is like, you're saying you have to relinquish control. And it's hard, one, to do that, but two, to, You know, we've been lucky in a lot of the staff that we have brought on and trusting them and them being loyal people and trustworthy people. And we have not been so lucky in some of them as well. And so it's all learning and growing. But I think that's what's key to me.
Vinny?
I agree. No, I mean, yeah, having your own time on your own schedule. Obviously, not afraid of the work, the effort.
Right. And knowing that it's ever fluctuating. Sorry to cut you off, but
No,
like
it's okay.
there are times that you're going to have to jump back in to get things back smooth and then step away again.
Yeah, but you also said, you know, I mean, financial freedom, I think, is like the ultimate success. You know, not even ever having to worry about that, having residuals coming in.
As I say, that you're rich when everything's on auto pay and you're not
shit.
worried.
He ain't asking, did that electric bill get paid? Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Right?
So this is a great question. I'm going to say I wish that I was at the part of my life where I was at the scaling back. But so I'm going to say in the short term, it is financial stability. In the long term, it would be family stability. So it's not just me I have to think about. I'm trying to consider my parents who are getting older and the legacy that is coming to me, and then how I move that family legacy forward, right? So I'm still in the scale up part of my life, even though I'm the oldest person here. So I'm trying to, still trying to put my family in a position that they can be secure for generations after. I have to do my part because my father did amazing work, and I have a lot of big shoes to fill, and I have to continue growing the family in a certain direction, is the way I feel about it.
Yeah, so both of you guys said, like, money. But what does money buy you? What does the money buy you? Does it buy you security that your family's going to be okay? Is that what y'all are saying?
Yes.
Okay, but does it? I mean, if you had
No,
20, if you had 20
definitely
million,
have to still work on the family aspect of it, you know.
What do you
that's
say? What do you mean? Is the
success
family going to be okay?
well, what I'm saying is, okay, you got 50 million in the bank.
I don't need 50
Everybody's,
million.
oh no, 20 million, 10 million, 1
Shit,
million.
give me one.
Yeah. Well, what I'm trying to say is, as you analyze this, and this is where, like, we sat together, like a life coach kind of thing, would be, okay, you got the money. What do
Now
you do
what?
with it?
Yeah.
And if you just give it to your family, are they going to be okay? What does the money really buy? Because
So
if it
was
buys
this-
you the time to experience things with them, then why can't you go, like, okay, someone would told me before, like, well, I can go on a trip with my family every year. Okay, does a trip have to be to France every year? No. So you mean you can go a trip to Austin every weekend and you could do 100 trips this year instead of one? Like I'm saying, like, what does the money buy you? And really start to analyze that, because everyone will say money, but it's what it gets you. Is it time with the kids? Is it time with the grandkids? What is it? And that's where you really kind of get into how you define success. Because if you say, hey, I want to be able to take care of my parents, maybe they're aging, maybe they need to have money to take care of them, then how much is that? And that's all you need. And if it's, well, if I can keep them longer, I can spend more time, then why aren't you spending more time now?
Because I won't have the money to. I don't have the money to do so.
Well, what I'm saying is, why aren't you spending every day you can with them? Maybe you are. I'm not saying you're not. So
No,
I'm not,
what I'm saying is, I can't be in two places at once. I'm limited by my resources, right?
True.
Yeah, sure. I could go back home and go stay with my mother and father right now and take my family. I don't know how.
But
the
you
hell-
wouldn't have the money.
I wouldn't have the money to.
It wouldn't be the position. you
right,
would-
and there's no way I would be able to afford that type of lifestyle.
Got it.
So
So you're working
so-
to get to that point.
there you go. I'm working to get to a point to where I can afford to be where I need.
To
I'm
make the
scaling.
cut.
I'm scaling up to.
then that goes back to priorities. What are your priorities?
Right.
The priority, like you said, the lifestyle I want.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm not saying mom and dad are less than or anything like that, but you start, like I said, this is a lot deeper conversation. It's a lot of time, a lot of conversation. We get into priorities. You really dive into what is true success, and a lot of times it's a lot less money than you really think. Like you said, I throw out 50 million. You're like, no, just give me $1 million. So if you had $1 million, you consider yourself successful. Well, how quick can you make $1 million in the next few years so you have the $1 million? And it's
Yeah.
kind of figuring those things out. So like if I ask some other guy, he might say, I need 50 million because I need 5 houses and this and that. I don't know why he would need it, but that's why he needs it. So how do you get to that point? But
Yeah.
$1 million is obtainable in
Yeah.
business, very easy.
Yeah.
So some people can get there quicker than others, but so anyway, this is a much deeper conversation,
Yeah.
and I know you have much more specifics about your situation. So I'm not trying to take anything away from that. I'm just saying, like in general, when you talk to people about success, and you make them think about it, they really start to see how much quicker they can get to where they want to be.
Is-
Not everyone can win the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to win the Super Bowl, but you may not make it.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, Salazar.
Drink.
You know,
Oh, cheers! First, by the
let's
way.
say
What is
cheers
it?
first. Yeah. That's a long-winded question. Cheers, guys.
Here we go.
So
Who
good.
has the ayahuasca?
And you're supposed to drink this thing next?
Yeah, you're supposed to
Yes.
chase this?
Can I
It's a very
dump it in there?
European cocktail.
Um,
It's
Can I
like
just
a
mix it?
can-
success for me.
Stop. Can I leave?
Can I just dump it in there?
Oh, put the whole fist. Oh, you put. Oh,
So, I struggle with this question personally every day. Largely because I don't think I will ever consider myself successful. As much as other people may. No. It's not that. It's that my good friend, one of my best friends, Steve Kirker, once told me people like us will never be satisfied, and we will always want more. And I'm happy. Like I have enough money. It's not about money. I think my needs and wants have evolved. I've now changed recently, and like now more. I've tried to settle down, and I want a family, and I want things like that. I've become more grounded, and it's different for me now. But it's for me. I think success is becoming a better person. For a while, it was like becoming super rich. Like that's what it was. But for me now, that means a lot to me. Don't get me wrong. Being like having money means a lot. Like
Spiritual growth.
but it's not. I mean, overall growth.
Personal growth.
Overall, not only
just
personal,
financial.
but like educational. Like I want to learn more from people. Like I want to be able to become a better person. And to me, I feel like overall that means success to me. I think it's a very broad brush that I'm trying to paint with as far as that goes. And I don't think for me it doesn't equate to money anymore. Like you said, to me, it's more of a time factor. I think that's a big thing. Is I'm trying to get away from the office where I live is where I work, and I struggle with that. And I'm trying to balance that scaling and make sure my business is successful. Me being successful, my business being successful, I feel like are two different things. And I think they don't go hand in hand. And I think that I'm trying to figure that out, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So that
Not
to
really.
me,
Just kidding.
I think that to me is my definition of success, is just trying to become a better person.
But I think David also, being a small business owner, your livelihood of his employees are weigh on his shoulders as well. Mm-hmm. And so the success and the happiness of them weighs on him too. And so that has to do with success. Like, are my employees happy because of what we're doing here and how we're doing it? And are they achieving their personal goals working here as well? And I think that you're right. That matters to me a lot because we are small. We're not a big company, and we haven't scaled yet. And because we have not scaled yet, I do tend to. I mean, I know everything about these people, and too much
to an extent, and it's almost to a fault. And because of that, sometimes I care too much. And
I think that speaks to character too. Yeah.
And with scaling, you lose that.
Right, you
Yeah,
lose it.
I know.
So
I know.
I think we spoke about this before. At some point, you're going to have to release the reins,
Yeah.
and trust that somebody
Yeah.
can do a job. Right?
Yep.
Do you think you can do that?
I think I can.
I just think it's been a hard transition.
I think at what cost? I think that's the whole point.
I think that you built this baby, as we discussed earlier in one of our earlier podcasts. This is your baby. You have designed this. This is all you. I think you're going to have a hard time, which is understandable, stepping back and allowing to trust that there's someone else that maybe can manage it. Maybe not as well as you. Maybe not as well. Decently, that you would be happy with.
I just think that you can't rush the process.
Yeah.
And
course not.
we've tried to, fill positions or whatnot here and there. And I guess maybe it's a good thing. It's better than not to have noticed people that may not have fit or whatnot early enough to, part ways versus like hanging on to them just because we need that space filled.
Yeah.
And you want people that are the quality, the, like we say, lifers,
Yeah.
you know, the people that, you know, really mean well,
Want to
that
be here.
want to be here, that want to be a part of something special, want to be part of the family, versus
the
just
growth.
like having space fillers just because we need them to fill a role or a job.
Yeah.
And we're coming to find out through our evolution that we're not going to deal with, you know, we have a certain standard,
Yeah.
like we've talked about.
Yeah.
And unless they fit that standard or exceed it, then they're going to stick around and be part of something in the long term.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all heard me say this earlier, but fire fast. You have to fire fast. You can't let them linger. There's employees that'll come here and they're almost cancerous.
Yeah.
And we
We've
had
definitely
this.
learned that.
Trust
Yeah.
me, and I had this realization. I've been preaching this for so long, and I'd hired like a very senior bookkeeper and stopped outsourcing, brought everything back in. She was the wrong fit, and she was too key. And I went against my own judgment and held on too long. And we got to the point where the office team, we have people way outside the team all over the U.S., but the office team wanted to stop doing events together because she would be there. And I was like, okay, this is it.
There's a kink in the chain.
This is
and
it. And you know what? I'll take all that pain of changing passwords and bank accounts and hiring, and I'll take it all.
Runt
Yeah.
it for a
Because
while.
as an owner, you don't want any more pain. You get to the point where you're comfortable, things run automatic.
Yeah.
It's like, that's
You're like,
everyone else's
fuck,
problem.
I got to start all over again.
Exactly.
God damn. Like,
Yeah,
how
but
we
you really
feel.
just kind of pull up your bootstraps, is that a term? And just say, fuck it. Just,
Yeah.
you're fired. Bye. Get out of here.
Yep.
You don't have to do it meanly, of course.
Yeah.
For the greater good.
It is.
Yeah.
You save the company that way. Because, yeah, one person can really bring you down, especially small business.
we have had that happen where it is fruit from the poisonous tree, and they just like, it has tainted the whole bunch. And I'm like, man, this has
Yeah.
got to like happen now.
And
So-
there's no
way I
secret
feel
to
about-
hiring the right person. There
That's
is
the
no
way I
secret.
feel about Kevin Durant.
While you're here, Ray, we wanted to
Come
talk.
on, dude.
He's gonna kill your organization. He's a
Oh my
he's a
gosh.
locker room
That's
killer.
the segue, huh?
Yeah, that's the segue to sports. Really? Really? I see Steve went all porn star over here.
All right.
They're delicious.
All right.
I mean, I
he,
probably
he,
couldn't have
he
more
went
than two,
fist
but-
in, so
That's right.
Fist first. Fist first.
Fist first, baby.
so how do you feel about that? You don't like the hire,
No, I
or
think
you don't
it's,
like the pickup?
I think it was a bad selection. For some reason, Durant is given
He's
more,
overhyped.
way more overhyped.
Yeah.
And he's given more leniency than they would ever do for, let's say, LeBron. If LeBron had lost a 3-1
Love
lead,
LeBron, I swear.
Fuck LeBron.
if LeBron had lost a 3-1 lead to Golden State, it would be the thing by which you would label him forever.
I just
Durant
think-
did that exact thing, laid down and died 3-1 up on Golden State. And no one ever says that at OKC.
But isn't LeBron in the conversation for greatest of all time? But
So is Durant. So
No.
Durant is
No,
always
Durant's never.
Durant's in
No.
the, Durant. They give Durant. Look, the reason you just gave away 4 draft picks. You just gave away 4 draft picks.
5
2 of your
second rounders, though. Second rounders are nothing in
I think
NBA.
they're
that's
just
right.
looking
It
for
means
a little
nothing.
bit of leadership in a young team.
Yeah, and I think
You
at this
wouldn't go
point,
get.
so at this point
so
in
at
his
this
li-
point,
in-
I want you to say
Chill.
in his
chill,
career.
both
at this
y'all.
point. At this point, you're now going to have. You have now had James Harden,
F. James Harden, no
Westbrook,
defense, not long.
Not long enough.
and
Now
now you
Westbrook,
have Durant.
inconsistent.
All of OKC
Okay, let me ask you this:
comes through here.
Who would you have chosen for
I
that
wouldn't
role?
have. I would not have
Who
taken
would you have chosen for the role?
Anybody but Durant.
Okay, you're not saying names.
But is the decision more to actually win games or just to get more people in the seats and sell?
It
That's
has
a
to be
business
more
decision.
seats. Has to be
It's a
more seats.
business decision.
Jerry
I
Jones.
don't
think
think
it's both. I think
the
it's both.
Rockets have problems selling seats. They're just no one's in the seats. Like
That's
they're
Texas.
there.
That's all of
Well,
Texas
They're there.
sports.
They're
Oh,
just
that's
not
all of-
sitting
you're
there.
right,
They're just
that's
at the
all of
bar.
Texas
You mean to
sports.
tell
Yeah.
me somebody has season tickets, has seats, and nobody is going to the
His
game?
name's David Salazar.
No, we're saying
Calm down.
we're saying when the first
Stop.
quarter
Somebody's
starts.
not
But
going.
that also means not primetime games where they get more money
Correct.
on TV.
Yeah,
and
yeah, absolutely.
Sponsorship dollars
No
go
Christmas
down.
games.
Right.
No, yeah.
Durant will definitely sell tickets. I just think it was a bad, in my opinion. Everybody's entitled.
It's coming from a Spurs fan.
Yeah.
I want the Rockets to win. Nothing would make me happy for the Rockets to win.
Never ask for tickets unless it's against the Spurs.
Well, I wanna
Go
see this. I wanna see
Spurs,
those.
go.
Go Spurs. But he's a locker room killer. He's never won being the leader of a team.
I just don't think that they're asking that of him at this point in his career.
That of him.
No, I think that they're asking for the 27 points a game that he was doing last
So
year.
who's supposed to be the leader then?
I think that he's
Van
going
Fleet.
to Van Vliet.
Van Vliet.
What?
Yeah. Sengun.
Let me get this straight.
Jabari Smith.
You have Kevin Durant.
So here's
in
the thing.
your locker room.
Ime
and you're gonna
played with
let
Durant.
Van Vliet be the leader.
I'm
Maybe
talking
he's-
collectively, bro. And I'm telling you this: the coach played against Durant.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
and the
here we go.
Spurs. Yeah, here we go.
There we go.
I think that they. I think he was a good pickup for what we
You're a
lost.
Horn fan.
I'm
Yes, I'm a
you
Horn
already
fan.
are partial to
You
him.
think that I'm a Horn fan?
No, he's not a Horn
Vince
fan.
is a
Oh,
Horn
Vince a
fan.
Horn fan. Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to go after him if we were going to lose 4 or 5 of our starters.
I'm
Reed
not mad at
Shepherd
who
and
we
all that
lost,
stuff.
yeah. I'm not
Jalen
mad at who we
Green, he
lost.
showed that he
Jalen
couldn't
Green-
be
Oh,
the
wait,
dude.
Jalen Green was in his second year.
Yeah, I liked him.
really-
Fifth,
year.
fourth or fifth year.
4th year.
But starting only his second.
He scored 7 points, single digits in like 3 games in the playoffs.
Hey,
You
give
don't
it
do
up.
that as the guy.
You're right. Go ahead.
I think he will always be a very good player. He will never be a great player.
Agreed.
My opinion.
Okay.
I don't know.
And I like Jabari Smith, Tari Eason. You know, I'm sad that we lost Cam Whitmore, but we got Sengun.
I see
still.
AJ has an opinion over here. What do you think, AJ? Off camera. You like it for what they lost?
saying.
Draft picks.
Saying.
I agree.
Ooh,
Okay,
change.
speak.
All right, we'll see. We'll see the record.
Rush on you.
So I'm gonna say next year when we'll see what the record is. We'll see how they do.
We'll see.
Man, well, this has been a great
When,
podcast.
when he gets hurt in the second month,
We're not going to
he
acknowledge
might.
the Astros at all?
We are in 3rd place in the entire league. I love that.
Yeah.
The Stros kicked
But we
ass.
lost 2
We
games
swept
or
the Dodgers and then got swept
by
by
the
the.
Indians. No, Guardians. Yeah.
yeah.
Indian.
It was
Guardians.
very
Yeah, Guardians.
rough.
Same thing.
That was humbling. Yeah, that was horrible.
You do realize baseball is about who is pitching. The Guardians have
Yeah,
a-
Hunter Brown was pitching. That's our
Yeah.
ace.
Yeah.
Okay, but the other team also has a pitcher, right?
A pitcher.
Yeah.
But was he
So
good?
baseball is weird. You have
Okay.
to watch it
Baseball's
to see
like the
it.
hardest
Cleveland was coming off a
game.
12-game losing streak.
Yeah.
and
then
then
they
swept
swept
us.
us.
Again, baseball is weird.
Do you know anything about baseball? I don't.
Go Stros.
Not really. I mean, I got bandwagon tickets to any team. So
I'll take him. I'll take him.
whoever's winning, I got season pass.
Sign me up. Yeah, I'm in.
I don't know who's
I'm
getting.
in. Yeah.
I don't know who has these tickets and not going to watch these games.
Yeah.
No, we're just saying that they're not there in the seats when the game starts.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because there are alcoholics at the bar. Hello.
Yeah, that's true.
Hello.
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 Give
So-
me a minute to get to my seat.
Yeah.
Lou, 2 shots. Got it.
Give me a quarter to get to my seat.
You know who always in the seats when I go? Sue, but not watching the game because she was looking for the fucking stars. I think that's fucking Beyonce. It's like, watch the game. Why are you not
She
watching?
was
the
Beyonce
looking
does
game?
not come back home to Houston.
I'm just giving you an example of she has been to like what's the chick Drea.
Oh, she's always at the game.
She is hunting her because that's her. What's the show?
I don't know.
Wives of
Wives of Houston.
Houston hip hop.
What?
Hip hop heifers of
Houston
whatever.
hip-hop
Heifers of Houston?
Yeah, hip
my
hop, some
God.
shit like she's one of them kind of chicks, right?
Oh, my
Love and
God.
hip hop kind of bullcorn, I think is what it is. And she's hunting
Chalupa's
her.
of Houston.
Yeah, tortas.
Orthos.
Tortas.
Somebody call my name.
Huh?
Not fluffers of Houston. Calm down.
There we go.
Why, dog?
Fist first. Fist first.
Hey, cheers to another successful episode. Thank you,
Cheers.
guys.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank
Thanks
you.
always,
Thanks for
Steve.
having me.
It was been a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you. I learned so much.